Hi and welcome. I'm Melissa, Community Nutrition Manager for the Healthy Habits Eating Well on a Budget team. Welcome to today's kitchen, where we're talking all about local seafood and skate. So let's get cooking. So for today's recipe, we're making a really easy, simple, scrumptious, pan-seared skate fillet. So here we have our beautiful fillets of skate. So skate has a really scallop-like texture. It's really easy to cook with. You can steam it, grill it. It holds up pretty nicely. Pan-searing it is probably the best one that we're gonna go with today. We have some fresh citrus. We're gonna stick with some lemons and some fresh parsley. If you have dried parsley, you can go with that too. If you're a Healthy Habits follower, you know that all forms matter. So it could be fresh, frozen, dried, whatever you have on hand. And then we just have some simple salt, extra virgin olive oil, and a little touch of butter for flavor. We're not gonna go crazy with it. So we're gonna start with our fresh herbs. So with our really nice smelling parsley. So for this, I'm just gonna chop off the stems, but by all means, use it for your recipes. Has a really great flavor. People just chuck it, but they're great in a lot of recipes. But for now, so for our herbs, I'm kind of just gonna bunch them up together. They'll be easier to chop that way. I'm gonna do just a couple tablespoons worth. Okay. And as you cut fresh herbs, it's so nice because you automatically start to get really nice pungent flavors coming through. All right, put that aside. And then we're gonna go with some lemon. Just classic lemon, olive oil, butter, fresh herbs. Go great with fish, great with anything really, okay. And a great way to get the most juice out of your lemon or any citrus is to kind of give it a nice little firm rub. And that will start releasing the juices for you. And for this one, I also want to take a little bit of the citrus. So we're just going to get a few of citrus. Not a whole lot. A little goes a long way. All right. So we can have a couple slices to be fancy for our plate later if you want to, but the rest I'm really just gonna use to put over the fish. All right, so we have all of our ingredients chopped. See how easy that was? We're gonna put it in a pan, it'll be done. All right, so to get us started for today, we have a nice hot pan. Always start with a nice hot pan, but not smoking. We're gonna put in a little bit of butter. So let's say, we'll start with 1 pat. Let's not go crazy with the butter. And we're gonna add in some extra olive oil. So we use the olive oil for the most part in Healthy Habits pretty regularly. That's our favorite fat we like to use for its nutritional properties, its flavor. All right, and then I'm gonna add just a little bit of our extra virgin olive oil. See, a little goes a long way. We're not cooking a lot, so we're just doing our 2 fillets here today. All right, we're gonna add in, we'll start with the 1 guy. All right. Adjust your heat as needed. So skate, again, I mean, it's a pretty thin fish, so it's gonna cook up pretty quickly. That makes it so easy. It's so budget friendly. So I know some people, fish is such a great, yummy thing, and it can be a little expensive at times. But the great thing about being in New England is we have great underappreciated fish like skate that are very inexpensive. So you can cook it once a week if that's your thing. All right. I'm gonna add our little bit of salt. You can add pepper too if you want here. And again, as we always say, we give you the basics and you take a run for it. So whatever your favorite spices are, dried, fresh, go nuts. So skate is also great, or just fish in general. Really great lean protein. Has lots of, depending on the type of fish, but great for omega fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids, which is great for heart disease, reduce your risk of stroke. And studies have found really great for dementia and Alzheimer's as well, and depression. All right, we're gonna give it a flip. So guys, so easy. I know people get a little intimidated when it comes to fish, but we're almost done. All right, so you can see our nice little sear. It is gorgeous. And we're gonna add a little bit of more salt. And now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of our citrus. And now I did try to get all the pits out, but just be careful you don't get those in there. And I'm using the flavors, so I'm doing like the butter, the olive oil, lemon, and parsley. You could switch it up a little bit and use lime and cilantro, it would be really yummy. All right. And then if you're using dried herbs, I would put them in at this time, but we're using our fresh. So you wanna make, they're a little more tender, so you wanna use those right at the end. You're gonna hit it with the fresh. So we're gonna give it another minute. And when you're searing something like this, or just searing in general, you don't wanna be popping it up and down, back and forth. You wanna make sure you're just getting a good sear, leave it alone, take a little peek, let it do its thing, adjust the heat as needed. So again, it's gonna cook so nice and quick. All right. So the biggest thing too with healthy habits is focusing on food safety, making sure it's cooked through. So this is the time too, if you have a thermometer, you wanna go ahead and use it. So again, it depends if you're, however you like your fish cooked, liberally or lightly. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil. And again, because I want a little bit of that pan sauce we're gonna do over our fish today. This would be really great over a bed of rice or potatoes, fresh salsa in the summer, in a taco, by itself, however you want to do it. All right, guys, so our fish is done. You want to get a clean plate, not the fishy plate, and we're going to just lower our heat for a minute. We have our gorgeous, gorgeous fillets. So you can see it's a nice, flaky, tender fish. So if it falls on you, no worries. But look how beautiful and gorgeous that is, scrumptious. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it there. So with our beautiful pan here, so you wanna save some of this for the sauce. So if you like a thicker sauce, you can also get some flour, but we're just gonna hit it with a little bit more of the olive oil. Kind of give it a nice little swirl. I'm just kind of breaking up the bits of that yummy leftover stuff. I'm going to hit it with just a little more of butter. Just again, I'm using such a little amount. A little really is going to go a long way. Sprinkle of salt. A little bit of our lemon. Okay. Swirl it around. And that's it. All right, guys, let's plate this. So thanks for joining me today on our kitchen recipe of cooking our skate fillets. Hopefully you saw how easy it was for this super yummy, budget-friendly, underappreciated fish that I hope you'll enjoy. And there's so much you can do with it. And again, using fresh, frozen, canned, whatever you have at home, eat it just like this or serve with a little bit of rice or potatoes or your favorite side dish. Enjoy all the yummy nutritional benefits of it. And again, stop by the Healthy Habits page to follow us for more recipes. Thanks.